Welcome to B-Town Talk. I'm your host, Dawn Davis, and today we will be talking to Marian and Pondali Hajinahu. Close enough. I know they're going to yell at me because I botched the name, but we're here to talk about a variety of things. You know, it's almost February, which means that most people who have made their New Year resolutions have pretty much botched them, 75%. I mean, statistically speaking, 75% of Americans pretty much give up on no smoking, I'm going to get in shape, I'm going to have a better relationship with my mother-in-law, or whatever it might be. But today we're here to talk about fitness and several other things. So, hold on. And what, are you eavesdropping? Do you come here often? Oh, the shy type. Did you know that this place where we're filming is actually called Philadelphia Private Gym, but it's in Bensalem. It's at the location 2636 Bristol Pike. This used to be Cherry's nightclub, and many moons ago, we used to come here to have a really good time. With that, stay tuned. We're going to have a really good time in this segment. It's my distinct pleasure to be here with my good friend and businessman, Pondali. Hello.
Hi, Dawn. How you doing?
Okay. It's cold out there. It's wintertime. You know, this relationship that I have proudly become involved with, the Bensalem Business Association, essentially is a nonprofit organization, and I'm going to let Pondali take it from here and really describe just exactly what is the Bensalem Business Association and its function within Bensalem Township and beyond.
Started the association, I guess, about 4 years ago. The idea essentially was to see how we can help each other out, business owners. Met up with the mayor. Mayor thought it was a good idea, and we actually had our first meeting down here. We had, I think it was like 7 business owners, and for the first year, every meeting was down here once a month. And what we do is we try to help each other out, and that's about it. Just as business owners, see how we can do things to better our relationship with the community and with each other.
And what's interesting is that at one time in Bensalem, there was the Bensalem Chamber of Commerce, but that has long since gone away. And however, there is the Lower Bucks County Chamber of Commerce, and that, is, of course, encompasses all of Lower Bucks County, inclusive of Bensalem. However, Bensalem, you know, businesses are many. And I believe that the Bensalem Business Association, you know, I like to always use this term. I know my viewers are out there probably rolling their eyes, but small but mighty. And you started out with 7. When I visited one of your meetings that cold January night, we had to have at least 40 people were here. And I think the purpose has grown and the membership has grown exponentially, because businesses realize today, I think, that they really truly need to communicate with one another, see how they can help each other. Perhaps there's a bartering system, perhaps there's, you know, word of mouth, even with all the social media that's out there today and every other element of marketing. I think you would agree with me, and if you don't, that's perfectly fine. Give me your view as to word of mouth, and especially as it relates to the Bensalem Business Association.
Well, I think the nice thing about the association when I started it is all the people that are members are either business owners or managers of business, so they're the decision makers. So when we do meet, you get to talk to the person that represents that specific company, and you get to know them first name basis, and that the mutual understanding of helping each other is there. So it helps business-wise, helps us expand our businesses and get more exposure, but it also helps us understand who our neighbors are and how we can help each other and what we can do for each other. Last year we did Holy Family University joined the association, so we did a scholarship fund. To see about helping them. I had no idea how those things function, and you know, slowly we're learning how to help each other. So.
And truly, in a business environment, and certainly even in a personal environment, that's what it's about. It's about supporting each other, finding ideas, finding ways to grow in mutual agreement, and that's, you know, for businesses profitable, for non-businesses just networking and getting their service or message out there. And how Dawn Davis became involved here, just word of mouth. I came to one of the meetings for the Bensalem Business Organization. I'm like thinking to myself, wow, this used to be the Club Cherries, and look at this place. It's magnificent. And at that time, I was taking care of my mama. My mom always creeps her way into my stories on B-Town Talk or whatever I'm doing. We all lived together, and in her final years, I was taking care of her. And for anyone out there who's a caregiver, they know how difficult it can be. Even the most well-intentioned, you love your relative, you want to help them, you feel helpless, hopeless as they cry in pain, and at the end, it's just something that I can't describe. And caregivers are exhausted. Caregivers give up on themselves because they're giving so much of what they have to this person that they love. When I came here and saw all the workout equipment, I thought to myself, I need to do this. I am not the person that I used to be. Physically, spiritually, psychologically, I had been drained. I was not that same person. So to me, it's always taking that first step. It took me a good 11 months to take that first step, but I came here and I met your wife. You say Marianne, which I love because it sounds so French. Marion is what yes, thank you so much. And we have, you provided me with a free evaluation, and boy, was I a wreck. Trying to do one of these gadgets I had to do, I thought they were going to have to call 911. But they didn't. I made it. It's been 8 months, and I have never, ever, ever felt better. So at this point, I'd like to thank you for telling our viewers what the Bensalem Business Association is all about, but I know that you have an open house coming up. Can you talk about that a little bit before we bring Marion on?
Oh yeah, we like to do open houses periodically. We're having one Saturday, February the 9th. The 9th from 12 noon to 3 p.m. And when we do the open houses, it's an opportunity for people to come in to see the place. Because we're a private gym, you just can't come in, and you have to have an appointment. I do the free evaluations. People want to call, they can make an appointment. I'll do the evaluation for them. But otherwise, you can't just stop by and ask questions or look at the place. With the open houses, you can come by, see the place. So clients that we're working with, like our 5 a.m. client, might not ever meet the 5 p.m. client. So here's an opportunity for clients to meet each other, significant others to come into the place to see what we do, and for people in the community to find out what a private gym actually does. Also, it's an opportunity for us to have some really healthy food that my wife will make. And what we'll do is we have a male and female massage therapist. They'll be here doing sample massages for people. We have a yoga instructor. We do small classes here. She'll be here to do a little thing with yoga. And we have some other trainers that we work with. And it'll be an opportunity for people to meet my entire staff and what we do and see what's happening. Because again, there are no windows here, and you can't see us, and most people don't know we're here, so the open houses are kind of a nice function to have for the community. We do one-on-one training here. We do the hour evaluation, do the one-on-one training, but there are other trainings that potentially can be going on. So as you might be training with my wife, another trainer might be working somebody else out. So sometimes people get confused and think the entire gym is just for one person.
Oh, yeah, I kind of messed that up. But it's not packed like, let's say, your normal mainstream gym.
There are no memberships here. Nobody can get a membership and come and use equipment at will. So you never have to wait for anything. Every appointment you have is with a trainer, and we take you through the entire workout from the start to finish. And yeah, that's the way it kind of works. So.
And it's worked out really well for me. And I know not only, do we know each other via business, but we've actually become friends. And it's truly been my pleasure to have had you and Marion be a part of my life. And with that, we're going to bring Marion. I don't know if she's hightailed it out to Bristol Pike or wherever she's gone. She's a nervous wreck, just like I am when I go on camera. I think I have welts right now. But we're going to bring her on. So, Pondali, thank you. Appreciate it. And we've been trying to do this for a while, and today was the day, so we're really happy. And again, if someone wants to join the Bensalem Business Association, give that information.
If they want to join the Bensalem Business Association, all the information on the association is at bensalembusiness.com. It only costs $120 to join for the year. If you're actually a new business in Bensalem, it costs nothing for that calendar year to be a member. So and if you want to come out to one of our meetings in February the 13th, I believe Wednesday, February 13th, we're having a meeting at Sam's Club. We're going to get a behind-the-tour scene of Sam's Club. Get in touch with me. Come to the first meeting free. See what we're doing, and get involved.
Sure. There you go. There you have it. It's going to be great. So now we're off to Marion. Okay. It is my distinct pleasure to be here with my friend and my partner, my own personal trainer. This is Marion.
Hi, Dawn. Thank you for doing this segment with us. Appreciate it.
Now, we were speaking earlier about a little bit of physical fitness, but we're really going to get into it. And as you leave the gym, you'll see painted on the steps, it's never too late to be the person you always wanted to be. Now, when I came here, I was 25 pounds heavier, 18 inches larger, and people are under I think, a misconception about diet, bodybuilding. They think you're going to see results in 2 or 3 weeks. Why don't we just go through quickly just the process, especially perhaps as it relates to my experience, how you have gotten me to this particular level.
This thing doesn't work over time. You didn't put on those pounds for overnight.
Right.
So you will not remove it overnight. It's a process. Actually, the ideal calories that you can burn in a week or weight loss is probably 1 to 1.5 pounds. That's the ideal and conservative. So you're looking at, if you, like you lost 18 pounds, right? From July to September. July to September, that's a lot. But you also did a work. You can tell them how much, they probably know already how much work you did here.
Well, we'll get into it, but it's certainly, it's sort of like boot camp. You just when you think you can't take it anymore, you can, and you just keep on going. And I think at the end of the day, and I think Marion, you'll agree that it's, they have all these crazy diets out. Shake, shake, shake your sprinkles. Another, strictly carbohydrate, this, that, and they are fast ways to lose weight, but not really so much the proper way. As you said, what took years to build up will take time to come off, and when it comes off slowly, it's the better, healthier way. Won't you agree?
That is so true. Actually, what you have to just do is make carbohydrates your friend. Carbohydrates is fuel. Your body is like a car. When you put fuel, you don't put on empty. You put on 1/4 or 1/2. That's like our body. Because if you put fuel when you're empty, you will stop in the traffic. That's just like our body. You have to eat every so much time in one day. How many times do you eat?
Every 3 hours.
Every 3 hours, like 6 times a day.
Correct.
With small portions of good food. Complex carbohydrates during the day and protein. Carbohydrates is really fuel. It will give you energy. And as you are exercising, you get more energy after it. And it gets on and on and on and on. And just eating well.
Isn't it? And so it's basically the theory of metabolism. You need to keep your body fueled in order to expend the energy that is required in order to put your body through physical activity. And I know, I'm sorry, when I first started, I thought, and the most important thing is what? You must eat.
Breakfast is very good because that's what's going to keep you going the whole day. And our body has its own self-sustaining mechanism. If you don't feed it, it will not give anything. It has to sustain itself through walking, talking, and whatever else activity you have to do. So you cannot starve yourself.
No.
That's the no-no. That's when your metabolism shuts down and not give out anything.
Because I always found it interesting when people would say, but I didn't eat anything all day. How come I can't lose weight? Well, that's exactly why. Because as Marion said, it's a give and take. You have to fuel your body, and then you need to expend the energy, and then you need to fuel your body again. It's a constant state of it's a give and take. I mean, I'll give you a rundown quickly of what I do during the day, and this might not work for everybody, but it's the premise. I will start out with a cup of coffee. Once I wake up, then I will have oatmeal with almonds and blueberries and low-fat milk. Then 3 hours later, I'll have an orange and a few grapes. And then 3 hours later, it's lunchtime. I'll have fish, a sweet potato, a salad, and a fruit. A lot of time, this is a lot of food. You're never hungry because your body is constantly being fed. And some people get to the point of, oh, I can't eat another thing. But as you would begin a training session diligently, you will see the pounds and the inches come off, and you will never feel better. I have never felt better in my life as I do right now. And you can feel the same way. We wanted to get into a little bit today about people who work what we call, and what Marion, I love how she titled this, bone-crushing labor. For our construction men and women out there who think that because they work at such a hard, physically hard occupation every day, they're getting their exercise. And they're fully exposed to the elements with no time for repair and rejuvenation. So what does overload mean when we're talking about this?
Well, overload means that certain level of stimulus is necessary for adaptation to occur. It just means that with any given exercise, you have to gradually increase the weight or load so that you can generate progress.
And how about, and with respect to what you do here, what is the specificity of training?
Okay, technically, specificity of training means that specific stimulus results in a very specific structural, metabolic, and other functional changes that are targeted in elements of your body. It also means that different regimens have varying results in your skeletal, muscular, and cardiovascular systems. An example of this is your bones. Our bones respond to load, and you don't get that same effect with swimming in a pool,
different.
stretching in a mat, or even in a stationary bike. It's very specific. When you walk or run, you build your legs or your hips, but not your elbows and your wrist. Weight training is the most efficient way to assure you that you're strengthening your bones.
So, especially women in their mid-50s, someone such as myself, it's very important for the calcium and to help their bones to get stronger at this point in our lives, because we are susceptible as women to, what's it called? Osteoporosis. Thank you very much. And no amount, I mean, the calcium supplement is good, but you need to bang it up a little bit per se and do weight training in order to, continue on. Now, repetition is something that you need to, I think, clarify with people what repetition truly means for the body.
Well, repetition is just when you're working out, like when you're doing your exercises, just going through the same motion again and again. But remember, not to a point of damage.
Exactly.
That's just as easy as that.
Now, just like with anything else, you need to rest. Now Sundays I call my day of peace. That is the day that I do not do the treadmill, I don't work with any weights. The human body requires rest. Why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about that?
Rest is very important. It's essential part of the building process. Without it, the gains that you have achieved can turn into losses. Treating your body well retards aging, and the pace of aging.
That's the one I like, retards the aging process.
And the pace of aging is partly determined by genetics, but also lack of sleep, poor nutrition, and excessive use of alcohol can make you look older than your time. So you have to rest, really.
And we live in this crazy iPad, iPod, iPhones, constant noise. Just like you said, keeping yourself. And I know that it's not easy. It took me years to take this step. You work. You have to take care of children. You have to clean the house. You have to do laundry. There are so many things that you can utilize as a deterrent. But if you truly, truly have it in your heart and soul to want to change your life, to get in the best shape of your life, and not only that, feel good. If you don't have your health, you have nothing. You could be a billionaire, but if you don't have your health, it's worthless. You could take that first step to be the person that you've always wanted to be. And you can do that by changing your diet, and it's a wonderful thing. You constantly eat, and you eat things that are good for you. And once in a while, you can have, something that little treats, and you really look forward to them.
Go back to it. If you fall off the wagon one day, next day go back to it. So you can just keep going and keep going, because no one's perfect.
Absolutely. I know I'm not. I mean, I fall off every once in a while, but I pick myself back up because I know I don't want you to beat me. So it's good.
Yep. And the last one is reversibility. It means that earlier you were telling me about somebody asking you, you have achieved what you want, you can stop exercising.
Yes.
I know, but reversibility means that if you discontinue exercise, the benefits you've gained can turn into losses.
I had to laugh when someone said that to me. Well, you're at your goal, and you did, why do you have to keep doing it? I thought, knock, knock, McFly, what's wrong with you? You can't just stop.
Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Think, McFly. Think.
You have to keep it up. I mean, it takes you a while to get to where you want to be, but then you need to keep it up, and the diet has to remain the same. But I wanted to tell you, Marion, she isn't just somebody who just decided one day, I think I'll be a trainer. She has a heck of a resume. First of all, she's Philippine. She's from Manila. She came to the United States in 1999, 2000.
I go here on and off because I attend the personal training summit every other year. And in 2002, I got here 2002, and I stayed.
And I'm certainly glad you did, and I'm sure Pondali is as well. And she's a graduate of Drexel University. She has her bachelor's degree, and she has it in a wide range of subjects. But the main one is in the fitness industry, and the part of the American Council on Exercise and what's that word right there?
Certified personal trainer.
Certified personal trainer. I couldn't read it. But honestly, at the end of the day, it's about taking control of your life. And actually, when you feel better, like the saying says, when mama's happy, everybody's happy. And I would like to thank you, Marion, for your time. I'd like to thank Pondali. We made him leave. We didn't want him to be here for the segment. And I just hope that even if one person gets this message out there, that Bensalem Community Television has done justice in helping someone become healthy. Would you like to say any closing words?
I just want to thank you, and thank you for doing this segment with us. And just like what you said, I hope a lot of people can hear this and see this and make it their lifestyle.
Absolutely. Well, for B-Town Talk, I'm Dawn Davis, and we'll talk to you later.